Hello, it's Christmas. Let me make sure everything is working well. The sound is working. It's all working. All is good. Sunday sessions. How weird. I didn't even realize it was Sunday today. It's been crazy. The festive season is always a bit crazy. So, yeah, hopefully you are well. And yeah, hopefully you're relaxed this festive season. It's been a bit of a crazy one for me so far. I managed to get my shopping done finally, which is always a bit mental to do the main shopping centres on kind of Christmas Eve. But you got to do it. I kind of like the hustle and bustle of that. But it's important to not get caught up in the commercial element of Christmas and enjoy time with family and friends and however it is that you spend Christmas. Good afternoon to you too. Oh, good evening. It's evening here. Hopefully you're well. Are you ready for the Christmas season, the craziness that is this next 7 days when you don't know what day is what, and whether to wear pants or not. Apparently, you got to wear pants. But yeah, so I thought I would jump on to do a Sunday session. We're going to do it's 30 minutes. Let me get that timer up as well, because we know, especially this time of year, your time is so important. Feel good in. Let's get that on. That is 28 minutes. There we go. And so we'll kind of, yeah. That is the secret to happiness at Christmas, I believe. I used to overburden myself with everybody. And now I would sooner my friends and family enjoy the peace of not having to buy me a gift. But yeah, it becomes one of those things. It becomes we do it for the sake of doing it. But as most grown-ups, if I see something that I particularly want throughout the year, I buy it. So the whole Christmas thing but it's still a happy time. So that's what you got to do. You got to make sure that you are comfortable and happy and not kind of give in to the pressures of Christmas. One of those pressures is, family time. You do see uncles, aunties, distant relatives, people you've not seen in a long time, that you may have different views on all sorts of topics, from politics to religion to work and everything else. And sometimes at Christmas that can become, it can add to the stresses of that. And plus we've all got like a distant relative that can be a bit off the wall and quirky. And so it's important to spend time for yourself at Christmas as well. If you are caught up in those moments where it is getting a bit stressful, to rather than engage and get caught up in it, that you kind of take a step back and find your own peace around that time. But, Christmas is good fun. And that's the important thing. So for those that don't normally watch these Sunday sessions, it is 30 minutes of feel-good suggestions. I may ask you to close your eyes and, you can listen to this with headphones on with your eyes closed, or you can just listen to this as normal. With it being just before Christmas, I thought I would kind of do more of a chit-chat, but we will kind of do some eyes closed stuff. These sessions can be hypnotic in content, so please do not listen if you're operating heavy machinery such as a car or tractor. When you combine harvester, then please do not. Facebook user says, ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho to you too, Facebook user. I can't see who you are, but hopefully you are well and feeling the festive spirit. Yeah, it's been crazy, but got all my stuff done. Now got to tackle that I find incredibly stressful, and that's wrapping presents, not as in lyrics. I always feel judged by my ability to wrap a gift. However, I do love a badly wrapped gift. I think there's an authenticity to it when there's loads of sellotape and it's not perfect, but it's there. And so we'll be going into that. Let me know how you are celebrating. There is lots of holidays around this time. So some people aren't celebrating Christmas. There's lots of other things. But I think most importantly, I think the festive holiday season, no matter how you celebrate, it is about a time of family and everything else. Speaking of family, there is Jason and Nobby Morgan. Hopefully you are well. I can imagine Christmas is crazy where you are, Jason. Um, yeah, hopefully so. Anyway, and I could just see you dressed as Santa, actually, Jason. You've got that Santa vibe about you. So hopefully you are well. And what's your Christmas kind of hack, your Christmas tip for avoiding the stress? It would be interesting to get other people's ideas. I know some people it's hitting the eggnog. And I know for some people, not putting it down on the season, for some people that, struggle with addictions and stuff like that, they find Christmas a particularly challenging time because there's so much emphasis on the alcohol. And again, there's people that don't necessarily have fond memories around this time. So it can be difficult for those people. And so that's part of the reason why we still do this on days like today. Even if I think if Sunday sessions would have fallen on Christmas Day, I think it would still go ahead. Just because there is people out there that do, need a place to go at Christmas. Where are you going at Christmas? Are you spending it with family? The tip is don't eat yellow snow. I don't think we're going to have snow. But yeah, it would be cool. Yeah, don't eat yellow snow. But the old ones are the best ones. Chasing. Yeah, we definitely do a coffee as well. So yeah, I think for me the tip is to feel okay about stepping out. And so if you are getting overwhelmed by Christmas, by people, then just take some time, go for a walk. Christmas morning, I always go for a walk with a good friend of mine, John. Absolutely great guy. And it's spending that time of just being out there, out in nature and not getting caught up in the stress and the drama of it all. So, however you spend in the festive season, don't get caught up in all the drama and just enjoy it. Watch terrible things on TV, spend time with friends and family, and don't feel the pressure of the festive season. Cheers, buddy. Same to you. So, what I want you to do is take some time, sit back, relax, close your eyes, do whatever it is you need to do. Just enjoy yourself. As you close your eyes, you can listen to these suggestions and you can imagine yourself becoming completely relaxed. Imagine what it would feel like if you had that absolutely amazing stress-free Christmas. You see friends and families that you've not seen in a long time. And when you do, you find yourself comfortable, relaxed. You find yourself letting go and feeling good. As you allow the sensation of relaxation to wash over your body like a warm, soothing wave, you can allow those feelings of calm to just go from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Now you can visualize however you want. You could see yourself relaxing as I count from 10 down to 1, or you could imagine yourself taking on your own journey. You may even make it festive, just like Santa sliding down his sled. You can allow yourself to slide into a wonderful state of complete relaxation. I'm going to count from 10 down to 1. With each number I count, you can allow yourself to become even more relaxed as we go 10, 9, 8. 8 down to 7, down to 6, deeper and deeper relaxed, down to 5, focusing your attention inside now. 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can allow yourself to relax in many different ways. The sound of my voice can help you relax. Your own breathing can help you relax. And you can find yourself just letting go. Now, some of these suggestions may be hypnotic, or you can just choose to take on board the suggestions or not at all. It's completely up to you. We're going to focus on enabling you to relax, to find yourself visualizing a positive Christmas experience, however you experience that. You can allow yourself finding joy in the joy of other people this Christmas, where you put aside your own thoughts and feelings, your own political views, religious views, even your views on football teams, the things that can cause division and stress. You can just take time, and if somebody says something that you find that you don't necessarily agree with, and you don't have to correct them. You could just take an easy breath and just let it go. Allow it to be your gift to the Christmas spirit as you allow yourself to not allow the opinions, the stresses, the drama of other people to infect or affect you. You find yourself surprised that if a situation arises that you can just take a deep breath and let it go. You can allow yourself the pleasure of feeling good inside, not allowing those little dramas to build up to a point where you explode. If you find yourself getting stressed, tired, or any negative emotions from thoughts or feelings of the past, if you're one of those people that doesn't necessarily have lots of Christmas spirit from your previous Christmases, then you can choose to put that in a box temporarily for a few days, a few moments. And so you also don't allow your negativity to infect other people. You find yourself being able to share in the spirit of joy, of helping people feel good about themselves. And in doing so, helps you feel good about you. Take time to really enjoy the people, the thoughts, the feelings, the positive intent of this holiday season. Find yourself doing for others and finding joy in that. And take a walk, maybe with a friend, a family member, someone that you probably aren't overly connected with, and use that as a time to build that connection. It may be you have an elderly neighbor, someone that's alone this Christmas. And, lots of people actually enjoy their alone time at Christmas. But it's also a great reason to make a connection, to just say hello, to offer a mince pie, a cup of tea, a conversation, a chat, a walk, a turkey sandwich, whatever it is you choose. It's a great time that you can reach out to people and build that connection and build that bridge. And lots of stuff that we see at Christmas is pushing that positive Christmas message, which is brilliant. But for lots of people, Christmas can be a time of loneliness, of despair, of stress, of negative thoughts and feelings from the past. This is your time to maybe give them a bit of your comfort, a bit of your joy. Maybe be nicer to somebody in the Boxing Day sales. Maybe that could be your Christmas wish, to just when you go into those Boxing Day sales and everything is bedlam, you can choose to not get caught up in those feelings and just spread a little bit of positivity. And that's the thing. Positivity, like anything else, is a muscle that needs to be exercised. As we build any muscle, Merry Christmas to you, Tyrone. Looking good as well, buddy. Rocking that Christmas beard. We should definitely touch base after Christmas. But yeah, don't get caught up in the bedlam and the drama of it. Enjoy the spirit. And if you find yourself breathing shallowly, your heart beating, you're starting to get tense in those shopping places or over the Christmas period, then just stop, take a moment, step back, and look at everything that's going on. Find either the humor in the situation or find the joy in the situation. Exercise your positivity muscle. And by doing so, you'll find that this helps you calm your nerves. It helps you release some of that pressure. And it helps you find the joy in the Christmas spirit. I, for one, love and hate that craziness when it comes to Christmas shopping. But I kind of love the craziness of it. This afternoon in Meadowhall, to see everybody rushing around trying to get those last minute things sorted. It's just great to see. It was both sad and funny at the same time, listening to people on the phone, to obviously relatives that are visiting, and the craziness around that, of making sure that the right foods are in and making sure there's enough food that's in. And you can find that the humour all around, of where everybody panic buys for that Christmas period where the shops are closed for just one day. Just one day. But everybody kind of gets in too much. And here's the thing. If you are eating healthy, eating clean, if you are abstaining from alcohol or whatever it is that you have, then don't feel bad about that. Don't feel pressured into drinking if you don't want to. Don't feel pressured into eating all that food if you don't want to. Sometimes Christmas can be an excuse to overconsume, but trust in your own feelings and instincts. If you don't want to do anything, feel confident in your ability to just say no. I for one, don't eat Christmas dinner. I'm not a fan of turkey. It's not one of those things. It's heavy food that just makes you tired. Some people love it, but that's fine. So I try and eat as clean as I can at Christmas. But traditionally, I've always kind of done the whole like a steak dinner for Christmas, because I kind of think that I want it to be special. I want my Christmas to be my Christmas. And in doing so, I kind of do it my way. And that's by helping other people, by enjoying yourself, because that's what we want at Christmas, fundamentally. It's about spreading joy and positivity. It's about reaching out to family and friends and people you've not seen in a long time, and kind of, letting them know you're thinking about them in this festive season. And like I said, it's a great way of making those connections. What things are going on in your community around Christmas? I know in Huddersfield there's a few churches that are doing some like Christmas dinners for homeless and lonely people, which is such a great thing to do at this time of year. Prime rib, full keto, absolutely love it. And that's it. Why would you have turkey and Brussels sprouts? Prime rib. I absolutely love that. I'm a big fan of the carnivore thing as well. So yeah, that is cool. And yeah, and that's it. I think you've got to think of Christmas as not being this day of the celebration. I mean, there is the religious celebration there as well, which is great. But also think of it as a day of where you have the excuse to do things your way, how you want them to be done. So rather than the only time I've ever eaten Brussels sprouts in my entire life is at Christmas. And so I do not eat Brussels sprouts at Christmas. It's just, I refuse to eat something I don't like just for the sake of its tradition. So, do what you do. I love the whole prime rib. But yeah, I'm a steak at Christmas type of person. Merry Christmas to you, Tommy. Hopefully you are enjoying the festive season. It's nice that, especially us performers, it goes a bit, it's nice and quiet between now and New Year's. But yeah, Merry Christmas to you too, Tommy. But yeah, Christmas is that time where lots of people, are reminded of the stresses of previous Christmases. It's also a time to remember those that aren't with us at Christmas. And that can be a sad time for a lot of people. But it's also a great time to stop and think and look back at those great memories from the past. I think it's always nice to look back at what was your favourite Christmas and what made it special. I think for me, it was when I was about 8 years old, maybe a bit younger. And I'd come down and it was the traditional Christmas thing. There was a Christmas tree with the toy train set going around the tree. And my parents had got me a blue tractor as a gift, like a sit-on pedal tractor. And for me, that was just in my mind, that's always the Christmas. And it was weird. That was the Christmas just before my dad passed. And I think for me, that's when Christmas lost some of its sparkle. But rather than bringing that negativity to my Christmases, I then try and use Christmas as a way of being nice to other people as well. But, feel free to buy me a blue ride-on tractor. It will make me a happy person. But yeah, so it's good to go back and think of those happy memories. Christmas is a time when also we're looking kind of towards the new year, towards what is going to be 2024. And I think this week that we're approaching now becomes that one where we kind of go, right, this is our last thing before this. We're going to eat all of this chocolate and all of this food. And then come the start of the new year, we're going to start fresh and we're going to do this and everything's going to be perfect and wonderful. But maybe make a start on kind of going, let me just change this up because I see my camera's just gone a bit wobbly. Maybe make a start on trying something different. Maybe kind of going, do you know what? If I'm going to join the gym in 2024, then maybe kind of go, do you know what? I'll start eating maybe a little bit healthier now, because if we put all that stuff into our bodies before we start the new year, then there's a chance that all of the chemicals and everything are going to be working against us. And so I'm not the biggest fan of New Year's resolutions. However, New Year is a good time to start thinking about the future, to start thinking about 2024. So what will you change this next year? What are your highlights of 2023? What are your standout moments? And really focus on those. Well, it's one tries one's best. But yeah, what are your standout moments for 2023? And what do you want to kind of scale up? What more good do you want to do in 2024? What value can you add to your community professionally and personally? And what are the things you're going to try and avoid? What is the change that you're going to make? I know lots of people are going to, there is talk of 2024 being a challenging year for a lot of businesses. What things are you going to put into place so that you can weather that storm? What are you going to do to help and support others around you during that process? Because again, these things, the challenges on the family unit, on the friendships, adversity can make or break those. So make sure that you are known as being the person that your friends, your family can go to if they need to just let off a bit of steam, to just let go of some stress, some baggage. And remember, if you are sat at the dinner table and you've got a drunk auntie or uncle offloading their opinion on your life or their life or whatever it is, sometimes people just want to let that out. Be judgment free, find the humor, and don't take anything too personally. A lot of the times it's because people have just had too much sherry at Christmas. They've had too many mince pies, and those Brussels sprouts are probably playing havoc with their IBS. And so this causes people to be grumpy. It is not necessarily something about you. It's just them. So enjoy your Christmas, however you choose to spend it, however you want to do it. Because it's you, it's your life. If you want to have spare ribs rather than turkey, then I celebrate your choice to have spare ribs instead of turkey. If you don't want to have mince pies, don't have mince pies. If you want to have a Black Forest gatto, have a Black Forest gatto. And if you want to have carrots, have carrots. There is no pressure to be anybody else but yourself this Christmas. And the most important thing is you do that. And what a great way to go into the new year, into 2024, having an inner confidence in yourself that you respect your own boundaries, You respect the boundaries of others too. And you just start the new year being you, being authentic, being true to yourself, and really enjoying these few short moments that we live in these flesh covered beings whilst we're here on this plane. As you go into 2024, it's your chance to really create your best year yet. And you do that by thinking good, by being positive, by flexing and repping those optimistic, positive muscles, and taking the time to respect yourself, respect others around you, even if your opinions differ. And that's what lots of people talk about. You've got to respect other people. But if you don't have the same opinion, or they don't have the same opinion as you, then somehow they are wrong and you are right. Weirdly, especially when it comes to politics and religion and those things that fire people up, there is no right or wrong. There is just people's opinions. And so you can respect their opinion, especially if it differs from yours. And that is where it is. Respecting other people's opinions is about when someone doesn't agree or has the same belief as you, and it's something you're passionate about, but you can go, I respect you and your opinion. Mine is just different. So, as you allow yourself to relax, enjoy the festive season, however you celebrate it, as you practice your, oh, this gift is wonderful faces, as you are given another Lynx Africa body set, as you eat your own body weight in food and slightly overconsume, don't worry too much about it. Enjoy it and enjoy your preparation for the new year and allow yourself to just feel good. I'm going to count from 1 to 5. On the count of 5, if your eyes were closed, you can open them and you can just feel good, enjoying this festive season and getting ready for Santa or whoever it is to visit and spread that joy. As we go 1, 2, feeling good in every way, shape and form, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, allowing that wonderful festive Christmas spirit to go from the tips of your fingers to the tips of your toes. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, almost there, and 5. Have a bit of a stretch, have a smile on your face, feel good in every way, shape and form. Thank you for joining me on these Sunday sessions, where every Sunday we have 30 minutes of positivity, feel-good suggestions, a little sprinkling of hypnosis, and today a little sprinkling of Christmas cheer. But most importantly, enjoy yourself over this festive season. My name is Grant Saunders. You'll find me here every Sunday at 7 o'clock. If you've enjoyed this or know of anybody that would enjoy it, then please do get them to, or tag them in the comment section. If you're watching this on YouTube, then do subscribe. If you're on LinkedIn, then just drop me a comment. But most importantly, I want you to enjoy yourselves in this festive season. My name has been Grant Saunders. Hopefully you are going to have a great holiday season. I'll be back again this time next week, which will be New Year's Eve, I believe. And we'll be talking about New Year's resolutions and giving some tips for that. But most importantly, take care. Have a great Christmas to you and yours, however you celebrate. Take care. Good night. God bless.